Hello everyone, and welcome to another adventure vlog. We are still on our island adventure, which is really exciting, and we have a very special specimen here that we're going to look at today. So yesterday while we were walking on the beach at low tide, I looked down and found a couple of these, and you may be wondering, Seri, what the heck are they? These are whelk egg cases, and a whelk is that kind of spirally looking shell. I'm pretty sure most of you guys would recognize a whelk shell even if you didn't know what it was named if you saw it, because it's the really big, slightly spiraled shell that you can find pretty much at any beach in the world, it seems to me. And I may be wrong on that, maybe it's just an American thing, but I will show you guys some pictures so you know what a whelk is. But seashells usually have living creatures inside them before they become seashells, and those living creatures come in all sorts of weird looking varieties, and they need to have babies, and this is one of the ways that those future seashells, aka the creatures who grow the shells, begin their way of trying to have babies. And I'm really hoping we might find some tiny baby whelks that didn't quite make it because this may have washed up before they hatched, hiding inside of these egg cases. So this is a knobbed whelk egg case, and each case usually has about 25 to 30 is what I've heard, little tiny whelks, which again are little creatures that live in the ocean that turn into, like, they grow their own shells and turn into the seashells that we see in pretty much all the stores and along the beaches. And so they start out like this, inside of this egg case, and then they mature and develop and then pop out when they're ready. But sometimes these egg cases get swept onto the shore and they dry out so that the babies don't have a chance to be released into the ocean and continue that little life cycle. So it's sad for them, but good for us, because we might have an opportunity to open these up and hopefully find some itty bitty tiny, they're very small when they're first like hatched, but itty bitty tiny baby whelks in here. So I'm not sure if we'll have any luck. It's a little beat up. It's full of sand in a few of these, but we're going to open up each egg case and we're going to see if we have any luck. So let's dive in. So this is what our experiment setup looks like. We have both of the egg cases that I found yesterday. I've got a nice paper towel and a towel down because these pieces can be extremely tiny when you open it up and you try to find these itty bitty baby whelks. I have no idea if we're actually going to find anything, but there is a little barnacle that you can see sitting on top of one of these egg cases. And again, this is the knobbed whelk egg case, and the other kinds of whelks, because there's many varieties, really. Marine creatures have huge varieties to them. It's quite amazing. But there are many varieties, including the channel whelk that's more up towards the northeast of the United States. And I love this little barnacle. Oh my gosh, he's so cool. He's so cool. And we'll have to see if there's any tiny little shells stuck inside of some of these. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut these little pieces off. And don't mind the thunder in the background. It's just a beautiful storm rolling over the island. It's going to hit us soon. And then I will cut them open and we'll see if we have anything inside any of these. I'm pretty sure this egg case, to me it looks like it's older and possibly more dried out. But at the same time you can kind of see like there's some little black things in there. So we're going to have to see what those are. Alright, let's dive in. Oh my gosh, you guys, yes! I haven't even started yet, and look at this! There's already a tiny baby whelk. Oh my gosh. So that bodes well for what we might find. I just set it down, and the next thing you know, this teeny tiny baby whelk fell out. So that is what we are going for. We are going for these itty bitty, I mean look how small that is, these itty bitty baby whelks. So let's open up an egg case and see how many we can find. Alright, so here we go, and you see that, you guys? I can see them moving around inside. So again, when I say moving, it's because I'm tilting it. But what you see right there are the very tiny baby whelks. They're no longer alive, they're just kind of like seashells early on now, but you can see them moving around inside of the shell right there. It's beautiful. So let's go ahead and we're going to gently cut this open. We're going to see what we can find hiding inside here. Alright, and there they are. So there we go, you guys. Look at all of these little ones. This is just from one of the egg capsules. So that's a good example of how in the ocean, when you have so many things competing so fiercely for life and eating each other, it's a really great thing to have as many babies as you can. And so each one of these egg capsules has at least this many babies in it. Maybe fewer, maybe more, but basically a lot of babies just from one egg capsule line. I have no idea how often a whelk will lay one of these egg lines, or how long they can live. So those are really fun things that I'm going to get to research and learn about thanks to finding these whelk egg shells and or whelk egg cases, I should say, and then cutting them open, and we're finding the little babies in here. So this is amazing. I have to say, this is probably one of the most awesome things I have ever done in my entire life. Absolutely fantastic. I'm going to continue cutting some of them open, and I will share how many of these tiny little babies we're able to find together with you guys. All right, there we go. I figured out if you just kind of push everything to the side and then cut it off like that, it goes a lot quicker. So let's see what we have in this one. There's one of the babies! Yes, and more sand. So sometimes you think you may have a lot, and it's mostly sand. You can hear the birds getting excited because there's a storm moving in. But yeah, it looks like there's just one in this one. But there is another teeny tiny little baby whelk that I will add into my growing pile of treasure over here. So look at that, you guys. That's so cool. Alright, there you go, little guy. Let's see if there's anybody else hiding inside of these. Guys, look how many are packed into this one. Oh my gosh. I thought it was just full of sand because it was so dark, but I cut the top off. I started pouring them out. Look at how many tiny baby whelks there are. They're actually like jam-packed. There we go. Wow, this is all just from one egg case. It's amazing. I've gotten like one out of some of them. And then this one, this is probably almost the upward like level of 30 that can be in some of these. Oh my gosh, another one just fell out. That's so neat. That is so cool, you guys. Look at all of those tiny little ones. This is absolutely fantastic. They're so small. It's amazing. Oh my goodness, look at this one. You can see them pressing into the top of the egg case. This one is going to be absolutely jam-packed of teeny tinies. I'm almost tempted to keep it just like this, just so I know it's carrying so many of these itty-bitty little shells. But I'm sort of curious at the same time to see how many are inside, because you can see they're just so packed full. Alright, so I'm going to cut this one open and we're going to see how many are inside. Oh my gosh, look at all of them. Alright, let's do this. We're going to pour them out now. We're going to see how many itty-bitty baby whelks there are in this one. Look at all of that. That's all just from one. That is so cool. Is there anybody else? Hello, oh, straggler. So there we go, you guys. Even more baby whelks. This is just so much fun for me. It's very relaxing to do on a nice, beautiful, rainy day on the island like this. Alright, then this is really fun, you guys. So I have opened up the more yellow cases, and they have a slightly different type of shell inside of them. So you guys can see these ones are a little bit more white than the ones that we had opened up before. And they have a very slightly different shape to them. So you can kind of see them right here. Look at those beautiful things. So here are the new ones in the more yellowish case. And then here's this pile over here. And those are the ones that we had been opening up before. So this is really exciting. I can't wait to see the completed pile of all of these little shells that we are going to keep. And I'm actually going to save all of these pieces because I realized while I was opening them that I'm very happy with my stash of shells. So I'm going to send this off to my mom so that she can have something very exciting to keep her occupied. I think that that would be really fun for her to be able to open those up and see lots and lots and lots of baby shells pour out. So I think she's going to love that. Alright, I hope you guys have enjoyed that. I think it's totally awesome. Talk about an adventure vlog. Very hands-on. It's really fun to be able to have something like this that's kind of like a mystery that you unravel in your hands. And it's just amazing to open up these cases and see these itty-bitty little treasures pour out. So it was one of the most unique experiences I've had for sure. Thanks to my mom for letting me know that you could even do this. She tried to get a Whelk egg case for us at one point and ordered it and had it shipped to her home. So when I went and visited her, we could open it up and it was a dud. It didn't have any of the babies inside. I felt really bad for her. So I'm going to show her lots of these, maybe even send her some of the babies as like a little present to her. But I also wanted to end on this note, you guys. I'm the only one who was really into this in our entire group of people vacationing, and that is 100% okay. I'm not sad, I'm not disappointed, because I just worked on cultivating my own happiness and my own interests. And sometimes when you are an obsessive nature lover, that's just the way it is. Not everybody is going to jump off the back of a golf cart like I did in the vlog today and run after like a 5-foot snake so you can get video of it. It's just the way things are. And our community lately has had a lot of people step forward and say, Seri, I love this community. I love what you do. Nobody else in my school, nobody else in my family likes animals or likes plants. They think I'm really weird and boring. You guys, focus on cultivating the happiness that you know works for you. Make sure that you take care of the thing that makes you feel like you can grow and become a better person and challenge yourself in a healthy way, and just whatever that passion is, focus on it because you deserve that. And people who cultivate that happiness and don't rely on it, like taking it to other people and being like, hey, is this cool enough to be happy about? You develop such a sense of strength when you just say, this is cool because I like it and I'm going to work hard, I'm going to learn all about this, I'm going to do new things and grow because I'm following the thing I'm really into. But I've been seeing that a lot as I'm going through all of my vacation like comments and catching up on emails. So I wanted to say it in this video because maybe not everybody is into opening up Whelk egg cases and cooing over the tiny itty bitty shells. But I totally am, and as a result I've had a wonderful time. So I hope you guys will go find the thing that you're passionate about and just trust in yourself that if it is truly the thing that makes you happy and makes you feel like you can grow in a healthy way and challenge yourself in a healthy way to develop, then cultivate it. Go for it. Even if nobody else is with you, grab your phone and do what I'm doing and make a vlog about it, or do something where you feel like you can share that happiness and passion, whatever it happens to be. So I'm going to tidy these up and take my tiny treasures inside and safely stow them away to take home. And I hope you guys are all having an absolutely wonderful day and follow whatever your passion thing is. Just do it, and I promise it will change your life. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys.